I'm even going to say it. Good morning, everybody. It is actually the morning now. This lighting is not great. I apologise for that. It's as best as I'm going to get at this time in the morning. It's currently, I think, 12:30. I have just finished my shift. Is that better? I don't know. I'm being blinded. Oh, there's better. I've just finished my shift and have just gotten back home. But this is my final car journey in this car. I am selling my car tomorrow, and I am buying a new car, a Peugeot 308. Yeah, so a new video. You know, you had one last week, had one this week, and there's probably going to be one following. Yeah, I am again gonna apologize for having like a 3-week break. I wasn't intending on having a 3-week break, but I've just had a lot going on. Not some nice things though, if I'm honest. So that will probably all come soon enough when I get a bit more of an update on basically how everything all is. I don't know how it's getting darker, but yeah, so well, I'll just update you on when I know a little bit more, because at the moment I know nothing. That's bright. I don't have any highlighter on, guys. That is just pure dewiness, or I should just probably say oil, because I have such oily skin. But yeah, last car journey. So I'm just filling out a bit of paperwork at the moment so I know what the mileage is and making sure it's all empty, and then I can show you my new car tomorrow. So I shall see you all tomorrow morning. Bye. So my brum has sold up there. You can't see it actually. Yeah. So I've bought my new car, which means a trip to Halfords. I know, I started walking towards that one. So, got the new car. Just bought myself a little treat, as I said. Car freshener. Can't buy a new car without getting a car freshener. There she is. What is it? So what? It's embarrassing that I'm asking. Peugeot 308 GTI.
No, it's a GT line.
Oh.
It's a diesel.
Yeah, it's nice. I love it. I like the back the most. Can't really tell this angle, but so I apologise you can't see when I look like a bold rat thing. I have just driven for the first time to Exeter in my car, because obviously I work in Exeter, so I thought I'd just go for a little Starbucks because I'm pretty darn early. So I thought I'd just sit here and talk. It's so funny, you literally can't see me at all, just the steering wheel. Love that. I haven't had a Starbucks in a very long time, so if I close this, does that make it better? That makes it a little bit better, I guess. I've not had a Starbucks in a long time. I was just going to go to Costa. I have an electronic handbrake and I can't get used to it. That's better. Yeah, I was going to go to Costa because they've got this new drink which I had the other day when I was with my dad and Jack and that, picking up this car actually, a golden caramel or something like that, and it was really nice. But I do love a Starbucks, and I'm really hungry, so I'm hoping they've got, I think Starbucks is the one that do the 4 cheese toasties. I hope so, because I'm really hungry. Because I've got about half an hour to 40 minutes to kill. So I'm just going to sit here and chat with you guys, because this video is quite short if I'm honest. Because yeah, I picked up my car, but I didn't really show much more than that. But yeah. Oh, they've got some new ones. Oh, caramel brownie cream. I'm not a massive fan of coffee, so this is so stupid. Jack loves a good cold coffee. Is it cold coffee? Iced coffee? I think iced coffee is the right word. So I'm going to get an iced coffee and hopefully a nice toasty of some sort. Yeah, I'm gonna get a caramel cream brownie. Oh, come on, I'm really hungry.
Hello, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you today?
Hiya, can I get the caramel brownie cream, please?
Where's the store?
Yeah, that would do, please. That's got no coffee in, hasn't it?
Sorry, did you say you want a coffee or no coffee?
No coffee in it, please.
No worries at all. What size is that one?
Can I get a tall, please?
No worries. Anything else for you today?
Can I get the 5 cheese toasty?
I'll just have to double check.
Yes.
I'm not too sure if we have this one. Yeah, I'm really sorry. We don't have any 5 cheese. Was it vegetarian? Nothing you can't have?
No, have you got the ham and cheese one, have you?
We don't have the ham and cheese toasty, but we have the ham and cheese panini, if that interests you.
Yeah, I'll have that, yeah.
No worries at all. Anything else for you today?
No, that's it, thank you.
Perfect. Make your way around when you can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, well. I have a ham and cheese panini instead, which is fine. I did just see that they had a tuna melt, which actually I quite like the sound of. I don't know why I didn't ask for that. There we go. Anyway, I want to just come on here and talk anyway. Because I can't remember last year if I did speak about them or not. I keep getting these little lumps up on my hand, which I got last year. I don't know if you're really going to be able to see or not because of the way the sun is. I think you can sort of just about see one there, the way that the sun's hitting on it. I've got them all over my hands. And I got them the very first lockdown, actually, before we went into lockdown. And I put it down to excessive use of hand sanitizer, because the hand sanitizer we have at work is like the pure alcohol one. And I think when we had the first initial lockdown, we had quite a hot heat wave right after, I believe, because I think I remember, not me, people like really kicking off, obviously, like we couldn't go outside for more than one thing a day or so. Who remembers that? I can't believe that, like, that we're gonna grow up one day and tell our kids that once upon a time we was only allowed out once a day. But anyway, I think due to the weather and the excessive use of the hand sanitizer, I brought myself out in some sort of like blistery type rash where it's really itchy and you don't want to pop them. I've been told. I got given a steroid cream and then like a moisturizer afterwards, and it did work. They've come back again, but I remember when I took the steroid cream last time, it brought them out even more. I think I had to bring them out to get rid of them. I'm gonna go a second. Hi guys, it's me again, like another 2 weeks later. I'm currently sat editing this video. I look awful, I apologise for that. I try and get some more sunlight. I don't know what it is for me at the moment, guys. I just can't seem to film. Basically what I was trying to say was that I had these little lumps come back on my hand. I can't quite remember what the actual word was. I think it was like polysphinx rash or something like that. I can't quite remember. Moral of the story, they've come back, but I have stopped using the hand sanitizer at work. And I've started moisturising my hands with E45 cream instead of the stuff that I got given last year. I did use a steroid gel a couple times when it was really, really itchy, and it did help with the itch. But I was also told about buying some anti-allergy tablets as well. So I picked up some from Boots, and I've only took one and I have been okay. And then now and again I've also then just moisturised my hands with E45 cream, and they have been fine. They've been a tiny little bit itchy today. I think that's purely just because I've been editing this video and I've obviously been just watched myself talking about them, and I'm talking about them again, so I sort of feel them a little bit niggling. But all I wanted to really talk about was if anybody else sort of suffered with it. I don't know if there's see, because they only come, well, see, actually last year they lasted quite a while. Like, I remember them lasting for a good month. And I think that was down to me using the steroid gel like every single day, every morning, every night, and then the moisturiser. I think it really did actually bring them out more than stop them. However, they've been okay now. Like, they've done, like, I've had them for about 2-3 weeks. Like, they're still all over my hand, but like they come and go. So like they'll rise, be a tiny bit itchy, then they'll go. Or at the moment they've been rising, but haven't really affected me, and then they sort of like dry over. For example, I don't know, you can't really tell much, but like on my wrist where you can see like where there's a bit of dry skin, that was like a massive I'm gonna say club, I know that's not the right word, but there was quite a few there, and that was really itchy. But like now they've sort of like dried up and they just go away. I don't know as well, just hang on, I can't really show you, but like just here as well there's like a couple, but it's just so weird and bizarre. And I've started stressing myself out because obviously I've still got a bit of summer to go yet, and I'm just like worried about them going to be coming back out or coming back and being worse. You know, touch wood it doesn't. I'm just wondering if, you know, long story short, but not long story short, long story just long story, if anybody else has suffered with anything like this, and if there's anything that they used which I haven't tried yet, which they really recommended. I also wanted to go out and do like a proper tour of my car like I did when Jack got his car, but I'm currently sat here with my foot up because in the last video I think I uploaded, I was talking about how I was having my toenail removed. It's now been removed as of yesterday, and I'm in a tiny amount of pain. I say tiny just because I don't want to seem dramatic, but I am in a lot of pain. I don't know if any of you have had this done before, but it's not great. I'm currently on cocodamol. Is it cocodamol? Codeine with paracetamol mixed together, but in a liquid form. I have to dissolve the tablet into water, and it's not nice, so I'm hoping I don't have to carry on taking that. But yeah, I'm currently sat here like this on my laptop, my hot chocolate, even though it's really sunny and hot outside, but I don't want to walk with my foot up with my big old toe. It keeps bleeding. I know that's really gross, but yeah. So I'm currently waiting. My nan should be home any minute now, actually. I say home, this isn't her home. She's coming in because yesterday was Monday, and me and Jack every Monday that I have like my weeks off, we go shopping together, and I said that I'll wait and see because I was expecting to feel better today than I was yesterday, because obviously I was like raw yesterday, to do the shopping. However, yesterday when I come home, I was in a lot of pain because the anaesthetic obviously wore off as I started moving, and it was literally thumping. I couldn't feel my foot, but then I got home, I sat home and rested it for a while, and then by the time Jack got in, I felt fine. Like, I didn't have any pain. All it was I was just struggling on how to walk, because I couldn't really, as obviously you say, like you walk heel to toe, but I couldn't really do that because I couldn't really put my toe down. So it was just a bit awkward. So I looked a bit silly yesterday, like hobbling, and I've got work tomorrow, so I'm really hoping that I'm not in too much pain. I'm gonna have to wear flip-flops to work because there's no way that this big old head thing that's going in a shoe. And I honestly, I don't think I could do that to myself. So I'm so glad that I managed to plan to have it done yesterday, because I'm only working tomorrow and Friday this week. So I've got the whole week pretty much resting it, and obviously I think we're going out at the weekend. So I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. I've got to go back on Thursday and have it redressed, which I'm assuming is gonna hurt, because obviously if I can see blood here and if it's going to carry on bleeding, there's going to be, I know this is a bit TMI and gross, sorry, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of dried blood attached to all of the packaging, the dressing, which I'm scaring myself that's going to hurt, as obviously they pull it away. I don't do well with pain, but I tell you what, yesterday I really surprised myself. The doctor told me he was going to freeze my toe and then he was going to put anaesthetic in it, and I was working myself up, because he said the freezing is what's going to really hurt, because obviously it's, you having something frozen, like it's going to sting in it or burn. And then he was like, then I won't feel the anaesthetic and it'll be easier for him to then obviously do the toenail. I went in there and he was like, yeah, so we're just going to put the anaesthetic in. And I was like, where's the freezing? And he was like, oh yeah, we're not going to do that today. And I was like, oh my God. Because my brother and my dad have also had their nails done, but they've had it done, so they've actually had the whole nail taken away. Luckily I've only had to have, I think, a third of it or a half of it he took away. So I mean, I'm still, you know, just in as much pain. But my brother and dad was telling me about how much the anaesthetic hurt because of where they put the needles in. So I was dreading it, because it was the, if I show like on my thumb, for example, where it was hurting the most is here, like on the tip of the toe, because obviously that's where the nail must have like damaged itself and gone in. And my dad was saying that he had injections here and here, and like in between and on the top, and so was my brother Callum. And so I was dreading that, because obviously the most painful part for me was the tip of the toe. I don't know if they did put an injection in the tip of the toe, because I didn't feel that. I felt them go in between my toes and on the outside of the toe. That was the most painful bit. I was, you know, tipped my breath away a little bit, because they also had to tourniquet it. So they just wrapped a plastic glove around my toe to stop the blood flow. And then when they put the anaesthetic in, to stop the anaesthetic going up my leg. I thought it was really clever. I'm just so naive to everything. But yeah, I couldn't feel anything when it was all done, so it was okay. It did start to sting a little bit, like at the tip of the toe, where he must have had some sort of like clamp or something under the nail. I was supposed to have lifted it up a little bit. And I went to say, oh, I can feel that, because I wasn't sure if I was meant to have not. And as I went to say it, he said he was done, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I wasn't actually feeling anything, I don't know. And he asked if I wanted to see it, which of course I did, because no normal people's going to say no. But I was more intrigued to actually see where the nail was growing in, because Jack thought it was growing somewhere else. I was adamant it was growing where it was. Another nurse thought it was growing a different way. So he showed me it, and he was like, actually, in about a month or two, if I had left it any longer, that nail would have actually started growing up through the skin. So he went, you've got it done at a perfect time, because that would have been even more painful. And I was like, oh my God, okay. But I'm glad it's done now, and hopefully it'll be done, heal soon. I'm not feeling too much pain at the moment, but I don't think that's just because I've just downed like a coconut. It just feels strange, and just, it feels, I was trying to explain it to my nan yesterday, with all the like the bandaging, and there's like a lot of dressing, because it kept bleeding and bleeding. So instead of just taking the dressing off, they just kept adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. So my toe just feels quite numb anyway, because it's just so tight, like I can see bruising. So it's probably because my toe is black and probably going to drop off. But yeah, anyway, what I was trying to say was I wanted to go around and do like a proper little thing on my car, but I can't, because I look like a bloody penguin. Now, maybe soon I will show you the car properly, but for now I'm gonna rest my toe up, eat some lunch, which I'm gonna make my nan make me, because you know I'm her ill grandchild. And I'll see you next week with the next video. So bye.